Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I would like to talk about asset and fund management industry, and the topic is the very interesting topic is challenging and response of asset management during COVID-19. Before I go furthermore, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nazim Sakim bin Muhammad. Okay, let's go to the next slide, which is the introduction. What you can see here, asset management and wealth management. Let me introduce asset management. Okay, asset management is where asset manager manage the investment on behalf of the investor, which is the objective or the main goal of this investment is to grow the client portfolio over time with the minimal risk. Financial institution is one of the entities or the bodies who offer the services to the investor. Wealth management is uses of process, services, and goods to grow, which is in this wealth we have three classes, which is little wealth, moderate wealth, and great wealth. Little wealth is one for those who has little resources and may not be able to afford the services or the product to manage their wealth. And moderate wealth is can be categorized as middle class. They can work on to grow and protect their wealth, including to buying the policy and planning for education. Great wealth is referred to those who have more asset, more option to manage their wealth. So it has two approach to in this wealth management, which is collaboration approach and single office approach. Let's go to that slide. We go for the first challenge and response. The first challenge is GDP, gross domestic product, which is GDP, decreasing and it leads to higher volatility in the market. This is caused by the increasing social distancing, restrict commercial activity, and it can affect the operating of wealth management of the firm during the pandemic. Because of this issue, it's hard to maintain the investor trust, which is the firm need to gain the investor trust to be operate as usual. How the firm respond to this? First is adjust of merger and acquisition of the firm. Second is communication is key with the client or investor. This is because of to have a clear instruction in diversify the performance of client portfolio and building the internal communication, emphasize external communication is one of uh, the best response what the firm can be take. What mean by building the internal communication is communication channel which considering adopting the daily check-in and check-out of the movement in the market and the impact towards the client portfolio, and emphasize external communication is increasing the activities on social media, which is communicate with the investor or the view in sharing investment philosophy through phones or video calls. Okay, let's go to the next challenge, which is increase of valuation risk and low liquidity are forcing to re-evaluate rules and procedure and controls, and new guidance and relief also issued by reporting regulatory agencies, and this will interrupt and giving the impact to people planning. And here we go with the last challenges with third challenge and the response. Third challenge is require work from home or long distance. In the global phenomena, employer and vendors require to work long distance, which is work from home. This is because of backup allocation also cannot be used because of the current time is hard to use. This situation is forces to during a longer period, which is will show the weak point of the industry or the firm. The firm also need to make particular disclosure in the current performance of the firm in the financial statement to make it easier for the asset manager for investor to evaluate the company. How the firm or the asset manager response is to step up with the business continuity planning. Asset manager can test the firm performance and the client needs can be met with speed or and efficiency or cannot be met. And the most important part is training must be done by a firm towards the asset manager or the employees, because of it's the firm needs to deliver the good performance, the good services towards the clients. Okay, next slide is the conclusion. We are going to the end this presentation. COVID-19 give more impact on the industry such as technology getting a positive impact on the new environment because of a lot of people working from home and they need the technology to connect to each other. And the second is a firm must gaining a trust from the client to make their operating as usual. COVID-19 also affecting the company that driven to asset management industry, which is asset management industry need to outlook to market review the economy to able to operate and to get a trust from a client. That's all from me. Thank you and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.